Hello and welcome to this episode of the verb series. Today we're thinking about how to pronounce third person S on the end of those verbs. So when we're thinking about third person singular, we're thinking about something that he, she or it does. For example, we might say I eat, you eat, but she eats. So it's that S on the end of the verb that we're thinking about today. So depending on which verb we're thinking about, when we make it into third person singular, there are three possible pronunciations. It could be a s, a z, or an is. In a previous video, I gave an introduction to this topic and an overview of all three. In this video, we're focusing specifically on those endings that would be pronounced with a s sound. The reason we're doing that is that in this video we're going into a little more depth with more examples. So to review from the previous video, following a p, t, k or f sound, our S is pronounced as s. So let's look at some examples of what that really means. So here we've got a collection of words that end with a p sound, and as you can see, our third person singular has that s ending. So I'll read each pair of words and then I'll leave a gap for you to just repeat what you've heard. Jump, jumps. Hope, hopes. Mop, mops. Stop, stops. So now let's have a look at base form verbs that end with a t sound. So again, as with the previous slide, we're aiming for that s ending. So I'll say each pair of words and try to make sure you've got a nice s at the end of column 2. Wait, waits. Fight, fights. Light, lights. Paint, paints. Now let's look at some examples with a verb that ends in a k sound. So our endings now will be ks when we add that s. Listen and repeat. Think, thinks. Sink, sinks. Like, likes. Take, takes. And then we've got our s after a f ending. Now you'll notice that some of these endings are not actually spelt with a letter F. So we've got these OU, GH and AUGH endings in English, which is a whole extra area that causes confusion for people, and there will definitely be a video on that topic soon. But for now, we're thinking just about the f endings. So let's have a go at making that F and S come together as fs. Listen and repeat. Cough, coughs. Scoff, scoffs. Laugh, laughs. Sniff, sniffs. So just to review then, after a P, or a P sound, P is the letter and P is the pronunciation, a P, T, K and F. when we make our third person, we're making a s sound. So to combine that s with those previously mentioned sounds, it becomes ps, ts, ks, fs. So we've got these consonant clusters happening, which can be quite difficult. If you check out the description below, you'll find links to other videos where we specifically focus on these consonant clusters to really help you to get to grips with how to make them. So if it's feeling difficult right now, don't worry. Practice makes perfect. So just as a review, there are 3 possible pronunciations of our third person S. It can be a S, like we mentioned today. It can also be a Z and an IS. And if you want to know more about the other 2, then check out the videos in the playlist. So here's a link to that playlist that I just mentioned. There will, of course, be new videos coming out regularly, so click to subscribe so that you don't miss out on those. If you've got any special requests, or if you find words that you're struggling with and you want a bit of help, leave a comment below. Click like if you would like to support the channel. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.